So, we are approaching the part of the game that we don't know so well. I think we've been this far, like, all of once or twice.
And there's definitely going to be a fight that involves Deathfog at least once. Because I remember something with Deathfog happening and us just rage moding.
Just giving up on that run.
Because we couldn't figure it out, and our characters were not equipped to figure it out, so hopefully this time we've done a better job.
What are you trying? I was trying to catch a squirrel, and...
Did you hear? The big acorn has come, and it's chosen our forest. We are the chosen ones.
Oh, great.
Quackers! Do you think they recognized us? No.
I'm guessing no.
You're right. I could be any squirrel knight riding a dead cat. Our shield speaks, Quackers!
Okay, I wanted to see if he actually had any new conversations.
If that triggered a battle with the squirrels.
That suddenly became super powerful somehow.
Yeah.
To talk to you. Game! They are such tiny targets.
I'm growing soft, aren't I?
Okay, I literally hit A when it said talk.
The big acorn has come from the sky.
Okay.
It will wash away our enemies in one big blood wave. All hail the acorn!
Okay, so all squirrels are evil.
Except Sir Laura, apparently.
Yeah.
I've heard them described as rats with a PR team before.
You see the crash? The ship? Are they void woken?
I'm not telling her we were on the ship. Not sure. We ran.
I see. We come to see if they land, so we have time to warn the others. We stand watch nearby, just in case. If you are here to enter Arx, take care. There are void woken within the city, and now I fear they are outside it too.
Because, of course, we arrive everywhere, either right before or right after everything explodes. Having to remind myself that I'm allowed to... Oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, okay. Stay on the ridge.
Yeah, let's not get
Yeah, I'm having to
Deathfogged.
remind myself that I'm allowed to loot again because the most recent challenge run I've been doing, I'm not allowed to. Which has taken some conditioning. It's slime. Okay.
I don't know. Okay, nothing in those containers, even though the graphic says otherwise.
Okay, it's acting like they're... Oh.
That is...
Hey, Bill, I think I found the fight.
Yeah, I remember it being very early on, and we could... It sucked. I'm hoping this time we can get away from it.
Yeah, I seem to recall they had, like, teleport skills and would just repeatedly drop us in it. Okay, you're gonna need to get really close to the cliff or you're gonna have to use your pyramid.
Look out! I see a trap
It's a
nearby.
little bit tricky.
I'm just going to use the pyramid. I need to just put that... The
Yeah,
one
just-
item...
That and the bedroll. Because sometimes the bedroll will save your rear if you exit combat on really low health with damage over time effects on.
And I just warped to my own secondary pyramid.
You warped to yourself and somehow managed to not create some horrible frickin' duplicate. Alright. I don't anticipate this going well.
Nope.
I will say I think... I mean, does breathing bubble help with... We're going to have to try, like, because we each have a couple things that apply the status breathing bubble, which supposedly gives you immunity to cloud surfaces.
Careful.
That being said, I don't know if that works on Deathfog.
I don't...
So, we can try.
Careful. I've spotted a track.
gonna just try to walk around all the trap. No, game. Do not force me into the trap. Goodness, it did not
Okay, I
force
see
me into the-
voidlings. A lot of void creatures. Apparently, they are immune to Deathfog. That's good to know. I honestly wasn't sure. I guess it kind of makes sense considering undead are too, and it seems like the void and undead are pretty.
This may be the battle. I don't know. I remember there being.
No, there were mages that could teleport.
Yeah, an undead. That. Oh.
Maybe that person. However, remember that we had mods, a lot more mods, I should say,
So.
in at that time. So it is possible that maybe some of those enemies were mod added.
I hope they were, because they were just so frustrating. It's like, can I not get teleported in Deathfog? No, I just die.
Well, unfortunately, even examining doesn't tell me exactly what skills they have. I mean, I can say that she's definitely a magic build,
I
but
think we can cope with one mage, though, versus...
a ton of them.
Yeah.
Alright, well, use water and earth. Don't bother with fire and limit the air. So, you know, that's gonna suck for me because those are my weakest damage types. And go.
Is mine.
Royally messed
I
them up.
mean, sadly, the explosive mines we were near, apparently earthquake sets them off, so it hurt us too.
Fire less painful than death. And then we may want to gracefully retreat if we have mobility skills. I don't know. I just do not like dealing with Deathfog or Deathfog adjacent stuff.
Just
Some undead.
gets so irritating, and I don't like playing undead because I don't like being a freaking skeleton.
Can't even be a zombie or a vampire or a lich or anything. It's just you're a skeleton. That's all you are.
With a slightly bigger area of effect. I'm gonna use this to give myself breathing bubble. See if that works. I'm gonna give myself some magic.
Let's see what he's gonna do.
You teleported about 3 feet. Chucked fire at us when one of us is immune. And teleported you into Deathfog.
And I'm glad that we don't have any more of these guys.
Yeah, I want to say we may have been... It's either a different combat that's going to drive us up the wall when we find it. Or it
one
was
had
this
3 or 4 of
one
these guys.
that where a mod had added more mages.
Frustrating that I just did not get a turn and got teleported to
And
Deathfog.
honestly, if we hadn't been investing in our initiative, there would have been next to nothing we could do if there was more than one mage. Because if they went first and just teleported both of us in, well, not a whole lot to be done at that point. I'm going to say that the mage is definitely the bigger target. Because if they have another teleportability of any kind,
then you'll just instant die.
yes. No, not great at all. And sadly, I believe you're the one that has a resurrection ability equipped, so I would have to use a scroll. Which, I mean, I will. Honestly, what I might have done is maybe put Phoenician Revival on you. But the problem is you'd revive right into Deathfog with that method. The scroll would let me teleport you
Somewhere.
out. but I have to wonder if at any point in testing, because I can't remember if Resurrection had a teleportation aspect to it in the first game. It might have. But I wonder if at any point during like an early build, they went, oh crap, we need to give them the ability to move people when they res them. Or Deathfog will just be even more broken. God, fire's not going to do anything to the mage. That's a problem. What about these guys? Not going to do anything to them either. They're all fully immune to fire, not even just resistant immune.
So no fire.
I think I'm going to have to pull a graceful retreat here, because
I'll yield to none.
I need to get them out of that, because a lot of my non-fire abilities are pretty close range. I mean, not all of them.
I'm going to follow you.
I'll see if I can line anything up before I move, but I can't like use Lightning Warp or Thunderbolt. I'd be landing right in Deathfog, so you know that's not gonna work. And yep, that doesn't quite reach, and the laser's not fat enough to hit 2 targets, so bye. I'll come back for you, I promise. And I don't know if breathing bubble grants me immunity to Deathfog. I'm just going to assume that
no.
I'm going to assume that it doesn't, because everything about Deathfog is BS.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most broken mechanic in the game.
It's one of the only
killing you.
it's one of the only mechanics where I'm like, you did this because someone had a hard on for undead and wanted to be absolutely sure that the party would be hamstrung without one, and is in fact significantly better off if everybody is undead, because there's not a similar issue for undead to face to weaken them. There's no surface that just insta kills them, like a life fog or something. I don't know. And I mean, yeah, they have that weakness to restoration magic, but you know, then you're having to use a skill for damage that you could have used to heal you. I think they're trying to attack Sir Laura, but we made Sir Laura invincible because we were done with that crap.
Even if he worked like any other party member, then maybe.
Or if he was just smart enough to fully run away, and he tries to, but even when his pathfinding doesn't break and just have him run into a wall as he's currently doing over there, I think, if he gets far enough away that he's actually out of combat and out of danger, the game rubber bands him under my feet.
And then he just dies from the surface. Sounds like,
And,
well,
and it's just like, and we were done. I remember that. Forgotten a good chunk of this playthrough, if I'm being perfectly honest, but I remember that. This is what happens when a playthrough takes months. Okay, I might actually be able to get 2 things there. We can try. Nope. Nope. Apparently didn't count on him, but honestly it was more important that I hit that one, so screw it, I guess. I'm getting back behind this rock.
make them come to you because this Deathfog bang.
That mage is gonna wait until I get close enough for them to teleport me.
Apparently.
I'm going to have to take out these Voidwoken, leave the battle, sneak back up to you, which thankfully should be pretty easy. Res you, and then we're gonna have to deal with the mage, which is probably gonna involve one of us getting teleported into Deathfog again. Not a fan. Not a fan of whoever designed this fight. I'm getting some personal problems with you right about now.
We're hitting that point in the game where it's... Why?
Why does the GM hate us?
I just want to see the ending.
You've resisted our every effort to see the ending. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just hope it doesn't glitch out.
Again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take some blame for that on account of like the 30 million mods that, because usually we'd run much more heavily modded than this.
Yeah, you're just gonna keep delaying your turn and delaying your turn.
Either that or they were given no way down and no way to leave, but they don't seem to be. Usually enemies that are just stuck will kind of like have little frustration lines where they shout some random stuff. For a second I thought they'd found a way to cheese the rock from there, and I was going to be real angry if that was what took me out. Not that it's looking good for me right now. Is my fire immunity skill up again? Yes, okay, well, it won't even hurt them. I'm breathing it off in this direction. But this gives me immunity to fire, and fire is the damage type that they're absolutely wrecking my day with. So that gives me a turn.
Do not know if you have anything that they're weak to.
I'm trying to think, should I set up like death resist, or I'm going to go healing magic armor for right now because I have this turn of immunity to their worst stuff. But I'm probably going to have to go death resist here soon.
I'll not.
And that earth damage certainly hurt them.
Okay, now they're just deciding I'm not coming forward and they should move. I think that was Sir Laura again. Okay, you're trying to destroy this chest.
That's
too.
empty.
That is empty. Like you're not even.
You're not even threatening our loot. You're just being weird.
And then he's blocked because the two Void Woken are in the way. Like I know way he's not.
Okay. Some more AP.
One of them.
Execution is very good.
Just hold the action points because I don't want to do anything that might put out the fires. Although I think that's Necrofire, which can't be put out anyway, so... Oh yeah, this needs a visual range for some reason, so I may as well go with this. Alright, I'm gonna have to start running further because if she gets in the right spot, she might be able to like get in a position where she could see me and then still reach the
Deathfogs.
Yeah.
Well, time to peace.
Thank you, Mr. Rock. You've been very helpful.
See if you can fly.
Yeah, I may have to put the wings back on. Oh, okay, I can't fly
Do you
this
have
turn.
any
I'll have to
jumps?
I do.
Yeah.
Do I have a fire jump that I can just waste?
Maybe.
No, I have like a fire charge, but not a jump. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to
It was
waste
worth a thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to waste the lightning jump, sadly, which I was gonna use to do damage, but I need to not be here, but I also don't want to completely disengage from combat. Or, actually, more accurately, I'd like to kill that thing before I disengage from combat, but I don't think I have enough damaging stuff left. So, I'm just gonna peace.
I'm ready.
Sometimes this game gets weird about what will and won't end battles, but yeah, apparently that was fine. and Arcane Stitch is back off a cooldown, so I'm just gonna give myself some more magic armor. Because I'm certainly not in a position to...
teleport, maybe, one of them down here?
Yeah, maybe, but...
I don't know, whatever you want.
Trying to get a sight line up the cliff, I'm kind of hoping that, like, she has that shade shift power. She can follow me down, in theory. I think those things can fly.
Yeah, they can.
So I'm hoping that they just follow me down, and I would run further to try to like break their sight line, but I'm worried if I move too far, combat will just end. And even if she grabs me from here, she shouldn't be able to reach the Deathfog because she had to move right up to the cliff edge.
We need to prevent Deathfog teleportation.
We're going to need to look into ways to... Because there are ways to make it impossible to be teleported. Like, if I had fortified you... Yeah. If we'd been able to fortify each other, then she wouldn't have been able to teleport us. So, I think anytime we see, like, this setup where there's some kind of mage and Deathfog, we need to use, like, Fortify, and we need to check to see if any of these skills that we haven't been using, like Granite Plating, if they make you immune to teleportation. Because we may need to invest in that to avoid this BS. Okay, well, my healing skills are still on cooldown and my magic armor isn't looking good. So we're gonna put up Death Resist. I wonder if that works against Deathfog. I don't know.
It may, but Deathfog is so weird.
Okay, I'm going to move a little closer before I can... Now that I'm up here, I'm going to prevent you from grabbing me and chucking me into Deathfog by tossing you down the cliff. Have fun with that. Okay, yeah, we can deal with Crippling Blow. I was just worried you were going to put knockdown of some kind on me, which would have been real bad. I don't know why my turn was skipped. To the best of my knowledge, Crippled does not cause you to miss. It stunned me. Something stunned me. I don't know what, but I think the Death Resist is going to drop and I'm going to burn to death.
Probably. I really wish that this system was a lot more clear.
Yeah, I'm just like, what stunned me? That wasn't, like, I was fine up through the Undead Construct moving. And then, like, suddenly I was stunned and I have no idea why. I think... If I had to guess, I would say there was some tiny little blood surface from when he hit me. Which, hey, guess what another thing undead don't have to deal with is? Yeah, it does that sometimes. But yeah, guess that what? Undead don't bleed when they get hit, so they don't get, like, BS little stuns like that.
Okay, somebody went way too far on the undead stuff.
I wasn't kidding when I said they had a hard-on for the undead. I really wasn't. Anyway, let's take a moment and check. I know Fortify makes it impossible to be teleported. Just do a quick look at it, see if you have anything like Granite Plating that might... You know what would make Bless useful? You know what would make me actually use it? if while blessed, you couldn't be affected by Deathfog. That would honestly be a pretty cool idea for a mod if anyone wants to steal that. Feel free.
Is Fortify literally the only one that's going to do this?
It seems like it's...
Yeah, because I was hoping Heart of Steel might. Nope.
Yeah, okay, seriously. Heart of Steel and Granite Plating should both do that. I mean, I know it's kind of an annoying thing sometimes where we've complained like, oh crap, now we can't fly or teleport, but it kind of makes sense too. And now we find a point where it's useful and it's like, oh, this is the only thing that does it, even though there are at least a couple other skills that really should.
Any way we can start the combat while not being close enough to be teleported and just run a bit?
And here's my plan. Instead of starting with an attack like we normally do, we start by fortifying ourselves. That'll break the stealth, they'll see us, it'll start the combat. Then we use that time while we're fortified to run like hell.
Eh, sounds like a plan, I guess.
Careful. I've spotted
Yes,
a
I know
trap.
you spotted a trap.
I'm glad I spotted the trap because I'm having a bit of a flare-up, so if I'm a little in and out of it, I'm sure you can all figure out why.
Fortify? Tell me when.
Go.
Okay, we're both fortified. Now let's
Take this time to
run,
not be
fly,
here.
whatever we need
Well,
to
remember,
do.
we cannot, I believe we cannot fly, although, no, the jump works. I'll
Well,
check,
we'll just do what we gotta
I'll
do.
check if flight works. Because it's gotten a little weird before about what it does and does not allow, but I guess I was wrong. Flight does work, so it just gets a little weird about what it considers a teleport or not. The rock is our friend. The rock is our only friend.
And then that guy will get to go. He's gonna do something teleportastic. And be really mad at me and throw fire at me like crazy.
Jesus, he took out half your health bar just from that. Okay, heal yourself first. I have no idea how he's organized his health bar, guys. His skill bar. Just don't ask. I don't.
Okay, let's do a heal. Fight.
Yeah. The heal was mostly just in case the surface did a little damage to you on the way out. Because again, flight can get a little weird, although usually it only is hit by clouds, but I've had issues with it.
I will yield to none.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we're not yielding to anybody, but we certainly are flying
Strategic retreat.
away. And let's see.
You might also want to maybe work on your magic armor.
Yeah. Now that I am out of that range, let's get magic armor up so I stop burning.
Arcane Stitch. So restore your half of what your fortified amount now is. There you go.
Oh, they're gonna have to come out.
They'll eventually figure it out. And also, obviously, anyone we want to loot needs to not die in the Deathfog. Mostly referring to the mage.
At least I got far enough away that I'm pretty confident I'm not gonna get hit too many times, if at all. But
These ones, I believe we can use fire on.
yeah,
In fact, they're weak to fire. Yeah, that sucks for them, because I would like to use at least some of these abilities, because for the rest of the fight I'm not going to be able to. It's okay. Probably should have told you to move. Yeah, I'm going to come out a little bit, actually, just to... God, does that also hit you? Also, I've dropped out of combat. You haven't. I have. I'm gonna heal you from out of combat. Yeah, I lost a ton of my health because I was getting damaged by the fire in real time while trying to figure out what the hell was going on. I'm gonna say death resist.
Tempted to use that prismatic bubble thing.
Unfortunately, their projectiles are fire-based, so deflecting it back at them won't do anything. Yeah. I was having that thought too. Maybe just get Encourage up and Clear-Minded, or honestly we might want to try flying further down the cliff because this whole area is now Necrofire and we may need to just come back when it's not anymore. Evidently. If you actually, because you have wings, you shouldn't take damage from the Necrofire surface if you're flying over it, so you should be able to do that and be fine. Mostly fine, because it's when you land, you take damage once, but that's better than taking damage like 3 or 4 times as you go. I would say just as far away as you can get from here. We just need to leave, and this area needs to go out.
Find the magic fixer. That's what I need to do.
Okay, use your bedroll. I think you're back in real time. See what I said about how sometimes it can save your butt? Or at least make things a lot less stressful? Okay. Yeah, I need to not be here either. I'm taking entirely too much damage. Why did... Okay, my wings have timed down, but I still have the thunder jump.
Oh, that wheelbarrow's shocked.
Well, you would be too if a red lizard just fell out of the sky in a bolt of lightning on you.